How's it going, y'all? Back with another one. I'm finally over, at least I think I'm over my cold. For those that don't know, I haven't been here before. I was going through it. Like, you know, when you're in the gym and you're making a little too much progress, so either injury or sickness is coming. And I got the latter. Before it was just, I wouldn't call it injury, but it's more so I definitely tweaked my knee and my hips, and I had to basically go along the journey of just rehabilitating that. And that was a segue into me basically incorporating more stretches into my routine, as opposed to just saying, fuck it, I'll be alright. Do not do that. At least if you're in the gym, I recommend everybody go to the gym or just do something to get them active other than just sitting around, which does sound good, but in the long term, it will just weigh on you. But that's neither here nor there. Back to the piece. As you see from the title and from the video itself, continuing where we left off in this little Fanart series, or just characters that I've liked, or current favorites, or just overall. And the last one I decided to go with was Grand Regent Thragg from Invincible, and it was just pretty obvious who I was going to pick. It was either going to be him or I don't know. I wasn't too much consuming too much media lately. I was more so focused on making art, working on my projects here and there, just working. And in the comics, it's like, if you see art of him, he's got like one of the straightest hairlines, and I figured I'd just give him waves. And that's a part of what later on in the process of this piece, I'm like, he's sort of just evolved into this light-skinned black man, or some of the Dominicans that I know that are just, I know black out Dominican, and if you know, you know, and it's just like, you can't wash off the blackness. Like, we can see it, we see it in the hair texture and patterns and all that. So, and it's my art. Like, if I want to make them black, some ethnic looking, I'll do it. I'm black myself. If you want to see it some other way, that's all you. There are plenty of other artists out there that are more faithful in terms of the original design. And for those that are caught up in the show, I remember seeing this one post that was just like, can Lucan say the N-word even though he's not human? He's still phenotypically black. Like all the other Viltrumites, they look human, but they're not. So I'm just like, can he say it? And my thing is, and a lot of the other comments is, who's gonna stop him? Like, when you just think about it, nobody in that verse is really touching the Viltrumites except for maybe, you know, I know like how far it goes. I've seen some of the stuff from the comics and how it ends. I need to pick them up for myself, but yeah, not too many people are touching the Viltrumites in their own verse. And outside of them, hey, they're getting washed in a lot of places, but Invincible, yeah, they got it. They're the reason they're the top dogs of where they're from. But back to Thragg. Like, when they were lobbying around fraud allegations, I'm just like, there's a reason he's on top above everybody else. And it was, even Nolan was just like, however strong you think you are, Thragg is stronger. And Oliver, God help him, he just don't know how to listen. From Conquest to Thragg, as far as jaw missing and his arm is done for. But he still got that Viltrumite in him. He still got that dog. You can't say he didn't back down from a fight, but sometimes backing down is warranted. And when Mark went up to punch him and the impact frames came, like, I don't think he was doing all that in the comics. Like, I'm pretty sure they drew blood, but here it just made him look more unstoppable and more scary. And I'm rocking with it. See, right now, he's looking like a yoked up Freddie Mercury, but eventually it devolves into somebody's dad or uncle that's just in the gym faithfully. His mostly chest, triceps, and biceps. But that's just the way it took me when I was in my rendering process. Like, his design is rather simple, and it's just not too many liberties you can take without, I mean, unless you go towards the end, but that's neither here nor there. As always, thank you all for watching. We're nearing the end of this one. Do all the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.